In the last quant update I made for you guys, we were speaking about this potential dead cat bounce scenario over here, or descending triangle with this shooting star signaling a rejection. And of course, what did we get over the last week? A dump. Perfect. So what we were essentially saying was correct. Now let's just dive into it in a bit more detail to understand it more. So we had this descending resistance, which I've drawn on the chart. I don't know why that's a bit off now, but there you go. Going through 0.1, 0.2, and we just need to break above that. Once we're above that, continuation to the 786 target, and that's where we need to see closes above consistently to get this continuation. The 786 for me is like the last layer of defense. Even if you push through this, you can still run up into there and lose this bear market box. Once we're above this bear market box, I can flip it into a green box, and I'll call it the bull market box. As long as we're above it, we're bullish. So that's what we had over here when we were once above it. We met this resistance. Luckily enough for everyone, I did say this is the sell signal, and it wasn't even down here. I said it was much higher. Once we'd actually tested it on the daily time frame, we were much higher. So that wick rejection right there, that was the signal in itself. Once we came up to this old head and shoulders pattern, which I was calling back in 2021 and getting trolled for, we ran up into it again, and I was saying as we were coming up, until we're above this, we're not bullish. And I was saying that on the run up here when I was getting trolled, and on the run up here as I was getting trolled, because I was calling for lower prices, and you can see it missed and it started pumping like crazy. So you can understand that. But I was certain in that we were going to continue dumping, because I was making everyone well aware that we need to break above 150, but also this neckline of this head and shoulders, because that's how we started dumping. It's just we could have been brought back above this neckline from that 150 psychological level. So we could have invalidated this massive target down to here if we came back up like that. So going forward, that's what we need to see over here. All we're doing is pulling away. We need to make sure we don't lose 100, otherwise we've got this descending triangle here taking us back down to here, and if that's lost, even lower, back down to the level below. But with 100 not being lost, you created this ascending triangle, and we gave the smaller, both of these, small one and the large one, on the channel. Now, as we said in the last week, we're going to reject this and come back to the neckline over here, and that's what we're essentially seeing over the weekend. We've been dumping towards that neckline, but we can see that we were saying over the last week 130 to 134. I think we have some wicks over here, 134 over there. Oh, sorry. Where's 134? Okay, it's probably the other chart, to be honest, guys. It's that other chart that we use. This one over here, 134. Can you see that? 134 right there. But yeah, this chart only has the daily time frame. We like to look at the closer time frames, and so we go back to this chart over here. Let me just get rid of all these drawings for you guys. And yeah, the area that we're looking to find support is off this 55 orange moving average that you can see right there. Basically, you can dump as low as the 200 down here, the white one, 125, $125. That's a psychological resistance. If you remember, we were trapped under it right over here. We're having multiple rejections right there with a close wick, push above, close back under because of the 55. So even though we went above that, signaling a breakout, we weren't above the 55. It's all about the moving averages as well. So understand that, everyone. So we came back down, retested as resistance to continue lower, but we bounced off this area of support, forming this bullish pattern over here, double bottom essentially. By not breaking it, you're forming a second, just this another opportunity where you failed. So once, twice, you failed both times to go lower than that price, $100 psychological level. And so this is why we started to climb back up. Now we can see the 55 is lining up very nicely with 132 on this chart. On the other chart, be 134. But anyways, you can see that price can come as deep as 125. All in all, what I would say, looking out for, we can't lose this low over here, which is about 94. So a bit closer would be the closes over here. So still talking about this $100 area. If this is a descending triangle, we can't lose $100. Understand that. We had the smaller descending triangle here, did not validate itself because $100 was the neckline. You need to close below that to actually go lower. With no close below, you're not going lower. We formed the bullish pattern. And so in the future now, if we are dumping towards there, we just can't lose $100. That's what's going to signal further continuation lower. But we don't have to worry about that as of yet, because we're still currently above this left left shoulder and this double bottom neckline over here. So we just need to confirm that support, which we have done in the past. So just come back down to it again, wherever that is. You can come to 125, 130 or 135. We just need to see the bullish reversal candlestick. So if we see it over here, amazing. You can take a buy trade from there with stops below this 125, where the 200 is, stops below that. But equally, if we're not seeing the bounces, then yeah, no trade. Personally, I'm not going to be looking for anything. But again, what we're simply waiting for is to hope that this movement is not going to happen. Push, exhaust, continuation. And what we need to see is after this push, we need to see it exhausting back to these levels to then get that continuation higher. That's what I want to see. That's how we attack this yellow descending triangle resistance. That's how we're going to invalidate this potential big bearish pattern that we've actually been talking about ever since November. So if you remember from down here, we were saying we could come all the way to 190 and still go lower. So that's why we were talking about that 786 low. We can still get above it all well and all and turn this bullish, which we did over here. But you can still eventually lose it, and we don't want that to happen. We want to find support. So we're going to come back, find support, and head higher and break through this 786. That for me is the where we want to see closes above, and that's going to signal a pump towards this resistance over here. Remember guys, it's still resistance, so until we're above that, we're not in a full-blown bull market, but we can still catch the potential moves all the way up until there. And if we're getting those bearish rejections, then yeah, that could be a sell again. But yeah, that's why I was always looking ahead for you guys from over here. I was always saying we could get up here, that we can't get tricked, we can't get super bullish, because until you're you need to close above the bear market box, turn it bullish, and of course the 786. And until then, there's that risk that we do fall over. And I was warning that of November, and people think, what the hell is this guy talking about? Look, it's all come to fruition many months later. 4 months later did it take for what I said to come to fruition. So understand, I'm always looking into the future for you guys. Please like that, please share it, please comment under it, and please subscribe, because we're so close to 5k right now. It would really be appreciated if we could hit it this week. And if you want to, actually, I'm going to do a massive discount now. I'm going to do my course for £100 and the mentorship for £500 until I hit 5,000 subscribers. So again, yes, I did that discount last week, but it ended today. But I'm going to extend it until we hit 5,000. If you want to get the mentorship or the course for a massive discount, again, the mentorship is £300 off and the course is £200 off. So take advantage of these. So if you want to, head over to my new Twitter. It is linked under in the description, LouisVibes_, and just private message me over there. We'll get you started. And remember, you've got until we hit 5k subscribers. That could be today, that could be tomorrow. I'll do the discount until then. But yeah, further details will follow in further updates. Thank you guys.